Hi, you're here with 51st Chapters. Take it away, Heather.
Hi, I'm Heather Clark, and today we're doing pitch sessions, and this is Nikki Triunfo and her cute kids. So in just a second, we're going to be putting up our third video of a practice pitch session. We'll be listening to the pitch, and then as soon as we get through the pitch, then we'll give you our little summary of how we think they did.
Yeah, okay, we're going to just go ahead and get you over here to Scott's pitch. We're going to go a screen share, and here's Scott. And we're going to just have Scott take it away, and we'll pause him when we want to say stuff.
Hello, come on in. My name is Miss Agent. What's your name?
My name is Scott Tarbet. I'm the author of The Moon.
It's nice to meet you, Scott. It's very glad to have you here. So,
Nice to meet you too.
are you from Utah?
I'm from Utah. I was born in Utah, but I've lived all over the place.
Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, I've never been here before. The mountains are big.
Oh, aren't they? Aren't they though? They're kind of imposing, aren't they?
I know. I was a little, it makes me nervous when I look outside and I see nothing but, you know, dirt and land. So, tell me about your book.
Well, Dragon Moon is a techno thriller. It's the story of when China sets its sights on the moon. The seed ultimate high ground. When a Chinese American spy brings word out of Beijing, she is assigned to the group of Navy SEALs and Russian Spetsnaz to help stop the threat. If they fail, worldwide Chinese Empire. It weaves together the stories of the special operators, the ultra ambitious Chinese officer who has created this weapon, and a young American asteroid hunter who has stumbled on the truth. I've done my very best to make sure that the book is chock full of the latest in geopolitics, military hardware, intrigue, and glimpses into what I think could be the near-term future of the world.
Got it, got it. So tell me more about your main character. Like, what's at stake for her?
Let's go ahead. Let's pause it there before we get into the next one. But I felt like he just did a great job. I mean, he just laid it out. Like, he laid out the tone. He laid out the stakes. The character was there and the conflict.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I just thought it was great. And I'm sorry for the glitches on the video. It's because some of my the people I was interviewing didn't have a microphone or a video that was is up to speed. So, but this is great. And then so I asked him some follow-up questions, but honestly, Scott is a very practiced pitcher. He is a published author, and he published through, I never can say it right. It starts with an X. Xchyler Publishing? Xchyler Publishing? I will make sure to write that in the description. Anyway, this actual premise, this book is actually already coming out. It's already scheduled,
awesome.
Ready to go. Yep, it'll be coming out around Christmas time. He thinks they don't have like a completely firm date on it, but so you can see that he has pitched his books before. He is pretty practiced.
I really like that part. In fact, I'd like to copy him. I really like that part where he said, I tried to pack the book full of, and then gave you, these are the elements that you can expect to see and experience. And I just thought, oh my gosh, I can so do that.
Yeah, totally. He had like 4 vocab words.
Tell me what I'm going to experience. Tell me what the journey's going to feel like when I get in your book. Good job.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
Yeah, it just really advertised it in a great way. So we're going to go ahead and just finish up by viewing Scott's thing. We might have a few more things to say, but we might not. So if we don't, goodbye. Thanks so much for watching with us. And I think, by the way, the reason why we're showing you the whole thing if you want to view it is because I think it really is good to watch other people pitch their book knowing that they're on the spot so that you can be like, oh, this is what it's like. This is, you know, if you've never been into that pitch room before, this is exactly what you can expect. You knock on the door, you come in, you introduce yourself. There's a tiny bit of small talk. They say, tell me about your book. You talk, they have a few questions for you. They say, do you have any questions for me? Or this or that. And then you say goodbye and you walk out the door. But that way you can get a full sense of what it's like in case you're nervous and you haven't done it before.
You know what might be fun is just to take one of these videos and like pause where he's talking, go to Nikki's questions, and see if on the fly you can answer it.
That's true.
That might be
That's
really
actually a
great
really
preparation.
really good idea. You can also try to see what you think these people's goals were. And you can see all of them had a very pretty similar goal, which was communicate what the story was about and maybe get requests for pages. Scott's was a little different because obviously he's not, this book is already scheduled to be published, but you can tell that he's looking for somebody to maybe be interested as a reader.
Yeah. Definitely.
Okay, go ahead, Scott. Wait, let me screen share first.
My main character is the Chinese American spy. Her name is Liu Ying. She's actually from San Francisco, fifth generation American, who just happened to look exactly like an officer in the Chinese space program. And so the Air Force intelligence branch snatches her out of her civilian life and trains her up and plunks her down in Beijing.
So does she speak Chinese pretty well?
And she's very fluent in Chinese.
Got it.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
They grab her out of a Mandarin graduate program.
Oh, nice, nice. And so they put her in as a double. Does she have to know about the personal life of the person she's impersonating?
Yes, very much so. She actually killed the woman she's impersonating.
Oh, wow. Wow. So do you show that? Is that like your opening, or where's that at?
The opening, that's revealed in the opening, but I don't show the actual death, but I do show her with the frozen corpse as she's getting ready to leave Beijing.
Wow, so she's all in. She's not like a what's it, like a non-professional who's kind of winging it. Like she's a spy.
Has become a professional by necessity. He's been in this undercover operation for 3 years. Got it.
Okay, well, sounds really cool. So what market do you think you'd be looking at most? What's your age group of your I assume she's a full adult. She's a graduate of the Mandarin program. So what market do you see that going to?
It's an adult novel. It's aimed at techno thriller, and that market is more male than it is.
Actually, I'm going to pause it now because I was whispering to Heather. So you'll notice that I asked him a question that he already answered. That's because I, as a new agent, you know what I mean? And I have my list of questions too. And I was nervous too. And so I didn't know what to say. Like he finished, I was like, wow, he's kind of like told me the whole book. I think I'm already ready to request.
I want to read it. I'm ready to request a copy.
Yeah. So in that sense, like we were already done. As far as I was concerned, I wanted to know if I was interested. I was done, you know what I mean? But I was like, I want to get the real experience here, you know? So I like go to the next question, and it's something we'd already answered. But if that happens to you, just don't worry about it.
I'm wondering in that moment if your agent might, at that point, that would be when they're like, ask me questions.
I think so. I think in a real thing, I think the agent would just be like, look, this sounds great. Let's get the 50 pages out of the way. We have 5 minutes left. What else do you want to do? And that's great. I mean, 2 thumbs up for you, and have something in mind if you want to. But even if you don't, if you blank and you're like, I don't think I have anything else, goodbye, and then you leave, like you got your request. You did what you needed to do. You are awesome. So
goal accomplished.
Yes, totally.
And if you don't get the request, please just remember, like, seriously, it is so funny how subjective this is. Like, they just literally in that moment are like, yeah, I don't have any room for stories like that right now. And it has nothing to do with you a lot of the time.
Right.
So
right. Just remember that the practice of pitching is worth the money. So that right there is hugely important to get the real experience of pitching to professionals your story, because someday, like I said, it'll be a professional bookstore owner or a professional librarian or a professional whoever, and you're going to be pitching your book to them.
Or a reader who's standing at your signing table being like,
and it's the real deal. They're at your signing table and it's game on, right? You know? And so
I heard Brandon Mull one time talk to kids, and I was like dying listening to him pitch his books, because like he's like, well, what kind of books do you like? And he's like, you know what you'd really enjoy, and then he just jumps in telling them, and I was like, you are awesome.
Yeah, he's good. He's really good. And you'll be that good too. You just practice makes perfect.
Me too.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna go back to Scott just a second. I keep forgetting to change the screen. Okay.
You know, think of the Tom Clancy audience. That's the audience I'm going for.
James Patterson and all of that. Cool.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, do you have any questions for me?
I don't. Not right now.
Okay. Well, is there anything else you wanted to talk about, or anything else you wanted to say about your experience?
I am a published author already. I have a number of short stories out there and a premier novel in the steampunk genre called A Midsummer Night's Steampunk. And I have a big long queue of novel projects that will probably last me the rest of my life.
Nice. Well, it was really great to meet you, Scott. Your project sounds really interesting, and I'd like to request the first 50 pages. So go ahead and send it to my email. I'll give you this big piece of paper right now with all of my email information and how to submit to me. And I'd like to see that anytime in the next year. So take your time, polish it up. But I'm really excited about this.
Wonderful. It's good to hear that you're interested.
Okay, well, thank you so much. All right.
Thank you. Look forward to working with you.
Okay, we'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
Okay, that was perfect.
And then that was me talking to Scott. Okay, but so I'm going to just end by saying, I don't know if you noticed, I asked for 20 pages from Amber and I asked for 20 pages from Gina because I thought their premise was really great and whatever. I had one agent one time who asked me for 50. I felt like that was like a bonus points. That was like, you're really ready to go this time. And I felt like Scott was really ready to go. And so I said the full 50, you know, to,
Crazy.
you know, like to just be like, that was great. I felt like he just, I don't have any critiques. I thought it was great.
Me too.
So that's it. You guys, don't be so afraid. There are lots of different styles. To reiterate, you've seen all the way from somebody who's nervous and very new at communicating and not even sure if they're going to be able to get all the important parts of their book out, to someone who's a lot more fluid with getting those important parts out, but both were successfully able to do that. Both had good stories to tell, and I think a lot of you are going to have some good success stories after your pitch.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Good luck.